When it comes to fog machines, I am no longer a noob. Hey yo, this is Matt, and today we're gonna look at something that could make your photos look a little bit cooler, or maybe a lot cooler. Telesin sent me their fog machine, which is called the Portable Fog Machine, the C40. They thought it would be good for my toy photography, and they wanted me to do a review and try it out. Just a quick disclaimer, these are all my own thoughts and opinions about the machine. And before getting into the details of the machine, I do want to look at why use a fog machine. The main reason to use a fog machine in photos or in videos is to just create atmosphere. If you've ever been to a concert or a laser light show and you see all the beams of light coming around, it's not because those are like lightsabers that are gonna slice anything up. Like it's just regular lights. I mean, maybe not regular lights, but they're just lights, but there's a lot of smoke and fog and haze that you might not see, but the light passes through it and it's lighting that up. And so what you're seeing is that the lights in the smoke, in the fog, it's creating something for the light to light up. And so that's where the beam comes from. And so this is used a ton in movies, like way more than you think, to really give like substance to light. It really creates depth in a lot of different scenes. So bringing all that down to toy photography, I love using it, like I said, to create atmosphere, sometimes to show off like certain kind of light features, but also just to make it more real. Like you're introducing this real element, practical element into the photos. So it's gonna look just a little bit cooler. Do I use it for every single shot? No, but I do use it a good amount. And we'll look at some examples later on. So now let's jump into what's in the box. What comes in this package? Besides the machine, we have this awesome carrying case, and it does have a charging cable, which I do like because the battery's built in. So you don't have to worry about swapping or taking out to charge. It's just plug in, USB-C, and charge. When you first get it, you will have to screw on the oil tank, and then you fill it up with the atomization liquid, which I like to call fog juice. And no, this is not like toxic or poisonous. It says drinking is prohibited. So obviously you don't want to drink it. You don't want to smoke it up your mouth or nose. That's where it could become bad. So if you're using it as directed normally, it's not bad. The ingredients are vegetable glycerin, propylene glycol, the food grade. But yes, use as directed and there shouldn't be an issue. The different pieces will be this straight tube, which is like just a standard tube to blow it out. And there's gonna be 3 of these bend tubes, which you can combine with the straight tube to make it a longer nozzle. And this is gonna be for angling how the smoke comes out. Also a longer tube for it to travel through, kind of changing the effect a little bit. And then the one tube that I'm most excited to try out is going to be the T tube. This is gonna shoot out in a different way that I think is gonna look pretty cool. And then the last pieces are gonna be these cotton or foam pieces that go on top of the nozzles. And that's gonna give another effect. We'll check those out soon. This is extremely easy to use. All you do is after you pour the liquid, the fog juice in, screw it on all tight, put which nozzle you want. And then all you have to do is turn it on. And then once it's on, it comes with 3, or I guess technically 4 standard modes. There's gonna be dry ice, fog, steam, and free. All of those involve like the concentration of how much liquid's coming out and then how fast the fan is blowing it out. So the free obviously is customizable to where you can tune it how you want it. The other settings are cool for the couple weeks that I've had it and tried it out. I pretty much just stuck with one of those. Dry ice is going to be like dry ice. It's going to give like a heavier feel. So it's pumping out more of the liquid and fog, but it's at a slower fan speed. And so it's going to be kind of heavy and fall, and it will stay to the floor if you put it right. The next one is fog, and fog is going to be full like amount spitting out and then full fan. So it's a ton blowing out fast. So that one's probably my most used one, just for kind of filling up the scene real quick. And the last one is steam, which if you're doing product photography or like some other kind of video ads, like this, like if you're drinking coffee, it's not, you don't see fog, smoke coming out of the coffee, you know, you just see that subtle steam. And so this is gonna help create that and give that effect if that's what you're looking for. So it comes out full fan speed, but it's very little of the atomization liquid. One feature that I love about this is it has this removable remote, and it can easily, it's a magnet, it just pops on, and you can control and do everything using the remote. Fog. So that's really cool. One thing that I don't use a lot of, but it is cool, is it does have like different time settings. Like you can set it to intervals, or like you can have it continuous. And because I'm mainly using it for photography, I'm in control of the situation. So I just spray it where I want it, when I want it. But if you're looking for using this for certain videos or other kind of projects like that, it's like that comes in handy. It's an awesome feature to have. So looking at these different tubes, the straight tube is obviously going to be just a straight standard. It's blowing out straight. It funnels it in. And then there's going to be, and then the bend tubes are going to be applied to kind of give it a longer tunnel to pass through, but also just to angle it. So especially if you're trying to put it down somewhere and then angle it, and it shoots the direction that you want it. So that's really cool. And then the last one, which is my favorite attachment, and I've used it the most so far, is the T-tube. And you can see it's like that. And the way it's going to shoot out, I feel like it's kind of like a cartoon, like getting angry type of thing. Like coming out of, I guess that's coming out of the ears on the side, right? But I really like that effect. And then looking at the different cotton foam pieces that go on top, it's just kind of hold that foam, that fog in the foam. And this works really well with the dry ice effect. But here you can see the dry ice effect like really sticking to the ground, and this foam is really helping it layer down and apply it. Setting up some quick photos just to show like how powerful this fog can be as far as making, like, upgrading your photos and upgrading the quality. And as I mentioned before, there is some, like, one negative is like it's easy to go overboard. Most of the time you don't want your scene like a fog shot, but like you just want it to give that texture, that feel, that atmosphere. You wanted the lights to have some life to them. Like boom, like it just takes a little goes a long way. Like here's what a shot would look like without the fog and then with the fog. But sometimes, it might be a fog, like you want it in the fog. You want, like, there was a like aftermath of a battle or something, like, so in that case, like, you might need to fog it up. And in this one example, I wanted to kind of recreate, my wife and I are watching Arcane, and at the time of this video, we haven't finished watching it, and I don't want to give any spoilers away, but there's this one scene that shows some characters hugging after being away for a while, and it's kind of like in a mine, and there's a lot of dust and smoke and stuff in the air. So there's only like a couple lights taking, like, in the scene, but you can see the fog, and you can see like the characters lit up through that in the fog. So it's just a really great way to show that. And so for this photo, I kind of try to recreate that. Also, another tip where this can come in handy for photography is, you can see I'm just setting this up in my office, and there's nothing, like, it's where I'm filming the video too. And it's not really, like, there's nothing behind. Like, I have a diorama, but there's no sky, there's no, like, anything else going on. And what I did with the fog was, like, it was so thick, because I wanted it thick, it kind of covers that background. So that becomes the background, kind of, I guess, or it becomes part of the diorama. And so it's a part of the scene. It's the shot. So that's a huge way that you'll see me use this for certain things. Do I use it all the time? No. Like, some things, some shots, some stories don't require it. I don't want it, but I do find myself using it, even if it's like a little squirt of fog. Like, it can really add and upgrade the photography. So I really love fog machines. I really love using it. And so far, this Telesin is awesome. It's definitely a great tool to have. So if you do have any questions, please let me know in the comments. If you do want to check out this Telesin Fog Machine, there's a link down below, and I'll catch you in the next one. Create and inspire.